Hey guys, sorry I've been gone for a while. I know. I keep saying I'll be back, but hopefully I can actually make some content this time. Been feeling a little bit of the old creative burnout, as people call it, but it's all good. Nothing to worry about per se. So, following the trend of me foreshadowing my next video in whatever current video you're watching. Remember this clip in my last video? And I welcome more stylized animation. I mean, Spider-Verse is amazing. The Bad Guys is amazing. I totally need to review that. Yeah, we're totally doing that video right now. So, DreamWorks is a company that I don't have a ton of history with. I only really know them for canceling the greatest animated movie of all time, but we don't need to worry about that right now. That's a whole nother video that I'll probably make someday. No, but what I wanted to talk about today was the movie called The Bad Guys. This is a film that I had no clue even existed until literally like a couple months before it was coming out, so this is new territory for me. It seemed like this movie was following the trend of stylized movies that was set by Spider-Verse, and I'm all for this trend. It looks great and magnificent, and the movies age way better than if they're going for a realistic look. I mean, let's be honest, Spider-Verse came out 4 years ago, and it still hasn't aged a day. I mean, that's pretty impressive when you think about it. My videos age immediately. So anyways, I had never heard of this movie until a couple months before it was releasing, where they had shown a trailer, and once I saw this trailer, I was so excited for this movie. I had not been this excited for an animated movie since, well, I'm getting ahead of myself. But anyways, this movie was coming out, it looked great, and I was definitely gonna watch it. However, this was the time where COVID had just ended and all the movie theaters were coming back, but I didn't really feel like going out and going to a movie theater. So, I watched it on my phone through totally legal means. Please don't sue me, DreamWorks. And what did I think of the movie? Well, let's talk about that. This movie is pretty cool. I actually really like this movie. It's not perfect. I mean, no movie is, except for, a couple exceptions. But for what it's worth, I thoroughly enjoyed this movie. However, I feel like the premise and setting of the movie had so much more potential than what they went with. Get my positives out of the way first, because I already know all you care about is when I'm negative. The animation is great. This is the best looking animated movie since Spider-Verse. The way that the frame rate drops when the action gets intense, the speed lines, 2D looking eyes, the shading on the characters. Oh my god, this movie is sexy as fuck. This kind of style is right up my alley. I love it. I wish every movie looked like this. Well, actually, in a perfect world, every movie would look like this, but can't have everything nowadays, am I right? Anyway, so this movie looks great, but what really drew me in was the characters.
What? I just wanted a longer car chase. It's the best part.
Wolf is amazing. I love him. Not like that. I'm not a furry. I swear to f***ing God. I'm not a furry, okay? Listen, I just think he's really cool, and his voice actor is doing a really great job, and I'm gonna tell you why. I like this wolf so much. This wolf is literally just Nick Wilde and Sly Cooper put together. Tell me if I'm wrong. If you know both characters, you are 100% agreeing with me right now. I swear to God, I'm not crazy, please. I've been thinking this ever since I saw the movie, and no one has agreed with me. Please, I need this. I promise. This is 100% accurate, guaranteed from me. They're literally, if you fuse both of them together, you get this exact character. I promise. And it's great. I love him. He's super expressive. You could say he's sly. He's a little bit wild. He's got everything. And then you got the rest of the gang, which I'm going to be honest, I wasn't that big of a fan of. The snake is great. I love the snake because their dynamic, their relationship, it's fucking top notch. Top notch stuff, dude. I love it. I love the drama between them. It's all great. Everything between the snake and the wolf, fucking stellar, dude. My issues begin with the rest of the people. Now, I'm gonna draw some specific comparisons between another gang of thieves, if you will. But these three people right here, they make the movie worse. The movie would be 100% better if they weren't in it. If it were up to me, cut all of these people out, keep the shark, but fuse the shark and the piranha. Well, the just tried to enter the room. It scared me so bad. For up to me, fuse the shark and the piranha together, and suddenly you get a real good character. But Something tells me this character has already existed for years. Huh. Unfortunately, the franchise, it's on the tip of my tongue. I just can't remember it at the moment. I'll have to get back to you on that one. As for the tarantula, she was so close to being cool. But unfortunately, someone on the writing staff had felt the need to go and insert,
Get it, Queen? You feel like a girl's trip? Yes. Later, boy.
please kill me. The tarantula is so f***ing annoying. I hate her. She was so close. But every gang needs a hacker type person in it. I mean, that's just pretty much a rule set by me. If only there was a better version of this character out there somewhere. Unfortunately, can't think of the franchise at the moment. Again, I'll have to get back to you on that one. Alright, this is getting a little negative, so now that it is getting negative, I might as well go all in. My biggest problem with this movie is that it's not funny at all. This movie is very unfunny. Pretty much all of the jokes it makes don't land. Not for me, at least. I don't find them funny at all. Doesn't kill the movie. It's not a comedy anyways. There's much more to enjoy about this movie than just that. But in this particular aspect of the movie, it completely faceplants. All of the fart jokes, I mean, I've already expressed my opinion on these types of jokes. They were unfunny, bad, and very uncomfortable. I don't know who keeps feeling the need to shove this shit into animated kids movies, but can we please stop it, guys? I don't know a single person that finds this stuff funny. I'm literally repeating my Sonic 2 review right now. Please, if somebody important ever sees this movie, please make it your one job to take this shit out of movies, please. It's so bad. Now, I love the characters for this movie. They're pretty great. Well, most of them. Some of them. Okay, but one very important character that doesn't work for me is the villain. The villain in this movie sucks so hard. He's not antagonizing. He's not threatening. He's just bad, and he's annoying, and he's very predictable from the start. Like, I feel like this was so wasted. Could have had a much better villain. You don't need to build him up throughout the entire thing. Just have him be more threatening and ominous than this.
Oh, it's not just a meteorite.
I told you guys it's a butt.
It's not a bat.
What the Then halfway through the movie, he just snaps and goes all psycho mode. Doesn't make any sense at all. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's fine if a character is playing up a persona in order to be liked by everyone when they're secretly evil, but this is just obnoxious, guys. Come on. It's not subtle at all. I mean, can you seriously write lines this on the nose?
He's bringing the meteorite back.
Huh? Yes, bringing it back. That's precisely what I am doing.
And still have us take it seriously. However, I actually did really like how the snake became evil after feeling betrayed by the wolf. But guess what? Psyche, he wasn't really evil the whole time. He was actually good. He was just tricking the bad guy into trusting him so he can sabotage his whole plan. No, I hate that. They should have changed it. I was so happy when the snake turned evil because he would have been a way better villain. My reread of this movie would be they're about to pull the greatest heist ever, the heist of the century, but then the wolf finds the fox and they actually have a little bit of romance between them, and now the wolf is conflicted whether he wants to go good or not. It's like the same dynamic that Megamind had in that movie with him turning good because of a love interest. When done properly, it can actually be really great, at least in my opinion. No, but the wolf is conflicted about whether he wants to be good or not. Then eventually the dancing scene happens and he doesn't press the button, and then the meteor gets stolen, and then the snake feels betrayed, he becomes evil, and then he's the villain of the movie. It's great. I mean, you can even have him turn back to being good if you want him to. It's just the fact that they really were on opposite sides at that moment. And I mean, when you think about it, Wolf is really the one betraying Snake. Snake is the person who's staying true to who they've always been. And it's great because it blurs the line between what you think is good and evil, because you can both see where they're coming from. It's so good. Why didn't they do this? It's such a wasted opportunity. Now this will never happen. This movie was already wasted. It's probably not even gonna get a sequel. If only there was a franchise just like this one with already pre-established characters that is known for having a cartoony, maybe even cel-shaded art style. One that stars a gang of thieves with a particular fox-looking protagonist that is conflicted between thievery and being with his love interest. Only that were a thing. Oh wait.
Everybody be cool. I'm on it.
That exists. It's called Sly Cooper, and it's the greatest franchise of all time. Think about it. Literally everything makes sense. The dynamic between the fox and the wolf in this movie is literally exactly the same as Sly and Carmelita. I don't know why they didn't make this the focus of the movie. It was so perfect. And you don't need to have all these people. Way too many people. 3 is the perfect number. The prawn is the demolitionist. The tarantula is the hacker. Oh wait, does that remind you of anyone? Bentley, the brain's also the demolitionist with the bombs that kill you every time you try to use them. But that's besides the point. And he's a way better character than both of them combined. Murray is basically just the shark, but he's also a fighter. Also, don't forget he's a way better character. The snake, I got nothing. They have an original character on this one. And then the wolf. I mean, tell me I'm wrong, guys. Seriously. I would like to see one of you try and disagree with me that I'm not right about this. Please. Sly Cooper is the only thing that I'm educated about, and I cannot let all this go to waste. Please, Sony, let DreamWorks make a Sly Cooper movie and let me be the director. Please. I know I've never made a movie in my entire life, but I'll take really good care of him. I'll feed him and walk him every day, honest. That's probably never gonna happen though. And for now, this is the closest thing that we'll ever get to a Sly Cooper movie that wasn't canceled. And you know what? It may not be perfect, but I like it. I like this movie. The scenes in this movie that I would consider to be perfect are the opening scene in the diner, the party midway through. Shut the f up, dude. I'm trying to record a video. The jail scene at the end where they fight each other. And every single scene Wolf interacts with the fox. They're all great and should 100% have been the focus of the movie. Everything else is take it or leave it. Could have used more Dimitri, you know, all that stuff. On another note, I didn't really like the police chief. I know she's supposed to be a bad guy. Well, okay, you know what I mean. She's supposed to be a person that is not working with the protagonist. Nailed it. No, but I just find her really annoying. Her voice, the way she talks, just everything. She's just annoying. Should have just done Carmelita. Like, the blueprints were right there for a perfect movie. You blew it. Now, you guys are probably wondering, hey Jusha, why do you care so much about this movie? DreamWorks stopped making good movies a long time ago. I know. If you really want to know why I care so much, I'll tell you why I care so much. But first, I have to set the stage, add some backstory, shed some light on the situation, you know? Okay, so go back a couple years. It's Christmas 2013, I think. Listen, man, this was almost a decade ago. My memory's a little foggy, alright? It was Christmas and my dad was showing me a video about Jesus or whatever. I don't really remember what it was about or what the video was, but what I do remember is after the video ended, my dad said, oh, also this is in the Bible somewhere, I'm pretty sure. And then he plays the trailer for the Sly Cooper movie. And my little tiny child-year-old brain was blown. Sly Cooper was the first game I had ever played in my entire life, and it literally was my life other than Sonic and a bunch of other stuff that I liked, but it was the most important thing to me. And seeing a movie trailer, I was so excited. 2016 could not come any sooner. My mind ran with ideas. What could they do for a Sly Cooper movie? All the possibilities. This was gonna be amazing. Yeah, the designs looked a little weird, but I waited so long, to be honest. I've gotten used to them at this point, but I'm getting ahead of myself. As the years rolled by, all I knew was one thing. 2016 was going to be the greatest year of all time, but 2016 came and went, and I was still waiting for the movie to come out. 2017 came and went, still waiting. 2018, 2019. At this point, I had pretty much lost all hope. Oh my God. Bro, for the last time. Shut up. However, they announced that there was going to be a TV show instead of the movie. I'm just going to cut right to the chase. I'm still waiting for it to come out, and it never will. I can still remember as a child slowly realizing that it was never going to come out, and then slowly trying to come to terms with that fact. I know kids these days have grown up with all sorts of tragic events happening to them in their youth, like divorces, car accidents, losing their homes, being homeless, their parents dying in a fire. But do you know what kind of trauma is inflicted when an animated movie of your favorite character doesn't come out after being promised that it would come out years ago? Where's the support group for that? That's right. I didn't ask for any. I don't need your help. I've been dealing with this on my own and I'm doing just fine. So by now, I've completely just accepted that it's never coming out and I've come to terms with it. I've accepted it. Doesn't mean that I've gotten over it. Just means that I've moved on. I can continue enjoying life and appreciate the stuff that we did get. But when I watched The Bad Guys, there was one moment in the movie where it all clicked.
This was not supposed to happen.
This wasn't part of the plan!
This movie gave me just the slightest glimpse of what a Sly Cooper movie would have looked like. And for that, I mean, it's hard to be anything but thankful. So despite this movie's shortcomings, and for how easy it is to see what this movie could have been, I'm still appreciative, because we'll probably never see a movie like this again. And while it's easy to see that as wasted potential, you need to remember that there was a huge likelihood that I would have never seen a movie like this to begin with. And that perspective does help. because anything but that and I would just be upset, and I've been upset, believe me. So yeah, what was I talking about again? Oh yeah, Sly Cooper is cool and I like him. Everyone go buy 100 copies of Sly 2 right now.